Yeah, you all know who it is. It's your boy.
Y'all know who it is.
You all know who it is, bro. I think I should have been like early noughties, maybe late 90s American rapper.
No, not the rapper, not the rapper. The mixtape DJ.
DJ K Slay. I could have been the UK DJ K Slay. We back, baby. Bro, what am I doing? What is this? Am I sanitizing?
I know what.
That's it, guys. Welcome back to Armchair Gaffers. This is, as you can see, different settings. We're doing what we can to give you guys as much content as possible during these dark days of the Nations League. Let's just hold a moment of silence for this, please. Thank you. You're joined by myself, Continental Jess, and my learned friend, ACG Scorch. How's it going, Scorch?
Yeah, it's not too bad.
You look quite smug. You're happy. I know why Scorch is happy. Being a Tottenham fan, there's a lot for him to get excited about during this window and for the foreseeable future. We're going to get into that. Today, we're just going to go through things that are going on in the world of soccer ball. There's transfers, there's rumours, there's the Nations League. The season's over, or is it? I don't think so, because things are still going on. Scorch, where would you like to start?
There's only Jess. I'm sorry, man. There's only one place, bro.
Yeah.
There's only one.
Let me guess.
Do you know where? Do you know where it is, Jess?
To Spurs. £25 million fee agreed. I'll be honest with you, Scorch. This hurts me the most of everybody in the world. I feel like Spurs have done this transfer just to get one over on me. Not even to win the league or to challenge for honours. No, they've done this transfer solely to get one over on me.
And you know, there's little bits of information that have been just sprinkled throughout the day. Mm-hmm. Like, I was unaware that Bissouma was actually an Arsenal fan.
I didn't know this. See, now that has made my whole mood even worse right now. What can I say? I don't even know how to respond.
Where do we start on kind of assessing the transfer? I think maybe...
Well, first of all, Scorcher, it's very important to just remind any new viewers that in 2020, when we first started Armchair Gaffers, Yves Bissouma was one of our very first ones to watch. So we've known about him for a very long time. But it seems as if the powers that be have only recently discovered him. So that's why it hurts. So where do we begin with Yves Bissouma? If you ask me, I think he fits into any Premier League team. Any Premier League team. Okay, it's not to say he will definitely start. I think he could, he should. But any coach in the league would love to have him in their squad. Those are my thoughts.
I think for me, the first thing that comes to mind is top 6 performances. I think that's what first comes to mind. Because when we think of Brighton, when I say we, I mean like everybody generally. I feel like everybody kind of shares the opinion. Yeah, Brighton are Brighton are an interesting team. They play some good stuff, but it's not the Brighton versus Crystal Palaces that make us think that. It's when you see Brighton against Arsenal, Brighton against Tottenham, Brighton against Manchester United, even Brighton like having a goal against Liverpool. I think that is probably for me the most interesting thing, because Bissouma coming in, I think, helps to close that gap a little bit.
100%, 100%. I've actually been having a close eye on Bissouma's performances, and one thing I say about him is that he looks very much at home.
I think the alarm bells went off that day when him and
one?
Guendouzi was going at it. That was the day, yeah, because you saw all of, like the personality that sometimes people worry about. They don't like young players to have too much personality, and they worry about you saw that he's got that at the end of the game, like after the game, but it's in check. Like, he did what he was supposed to do in the match, and then like he had a personality after the game.
Definitely.
I think what I like about Bissouma is that he's got.
Can you hear that, by the way?
Yeah.
People upstairs are doing some stuff. It's just people upstairs. I'm so sorry about this. That's out of my control.
What we're gonna do? But yeah, Bissouma, I think he plays with. I think he's got character and he plays with personality, but it doesn't really seem to seep into his decision making now.
Elaborate.
Like, he tends to just seem to do the same stuff, irrespective of the game,
the
competition.
Cool. Scorch, I need to ask you some personal questions, if you don't mind.
Mm-hmm.
With Bissouma's impending transfer to Tottenham Hotspurs, what now happens to your good friend Skip?
Rotation, as it should be.
So we're assuming that next season Conte will go for the same setup. Or is it 4-2-3-1? Is that what we'll go with?
Potentially, but wait, did you say 4-2-3-1?
No, it wasn't. It was a 3-4-3.
Yeah, 3-4-3 we're gonna rock.
3-4-3, sorry. And
but what we might do is play 3-5-2 at times. I reckon. I don't think we had the players in Conte's mind to do that this season.
No? Who have you lost?
Well, if you look at it with Lo Celso, Dele, and Ndombele all out the team, not really any kind of creativity in midfield. So I'd imagine that we'd at the very least get in a number 10 type figure, or at least a creative midfielder that can.
The thing is, I think Spurs are in a good position where you have Harry Kane who can fill that role, who does fill that role. He drops deep and plays them balls into the channel. So I don't think you need that creative player. For me personally, I don't
think we need it as well. I agree with you, no.
Yeah, for me personally,
a serious team has it.
A serious team does have it.
Like, do Inter Milan need Çalhanoğlu?
Hakan.
Yeah. They don't need him, but
they have him.
Yeah.
So, first game of the season, Tottenham versus whoever they're playing. Who is your starter in midfield?
Bissouma and Bentancur. Do you know what is really interesting for me is I'm interested in seeing Bentancur truly off the leash, because at the moment, in my opinion, I think Bentancur, Bentancur, I don't want to say he carries him because he doesn't, but Bentancur unlocks Højbjerg, yeah? But Højbjerg is different depending on whether Bentancur's with him or not. I'm interested in seeing two midfielders that have things to offer that it's not even a partnership thing. Like, Bentancur and Bissouma, I don't think they need a tremendous partnership for Spurs to excel. I think they can play individually and just do their jobs. However, if they do get a partnership, oh God.
Yeah, I'll be honest, bro. The prospect of Yves Bissouma doing what he does at Brighton for possibly a better manager, possibly a better group of players around him, the possibilities are endless. It's giving me very much PFA. I
You
mean,
know
if,
what?
if you look at it,
You know what vibe I was getting?
N'Golo Kante,
Very much.
that's why I said PFA.
It's got shades of do you know what I started thinking today? Like Conte's really like his plan is quite obvious and clear, isn't it?
And the best thing about it, nobody can stop him.
Like you look and you see Perisic and you're like, okay, that's your Ashley Young type signing.
Yep.
You see if he gets Jed Spence through the door, that's like your young Hakimi-ish kind of signing. I know I don't mean in terms of quality, just like what you're trying to do.
Hakimi-ish, yeah.
Yeah. You look at Bissouma, that's your Kante-ish type signing. It's pretty obvious.
Yeah. So I want to go into my next question.
Mm-hmm.
Have Spurs officially overtaken Arsenal?
I think so. I think so. I think we're there now.
Yeah.
In this moment, though, not like in the grand scheme of things, no. But I think
in this moment, yeah. One club is a Champions League club, one isn't.
Yeah, I think Tottenham are a more attractive prospect at the moment.
100%. I mean, from a neutral perspective, if a player was to be approached by Tottenham and Arsenal, all loyalties and dreams aside, I think any player would choose to sign for Spurs over Arsenal in this current climate, and I wouldn't blame them at all.
Things change though. It's just waves like peaks and troughs.
Wave after wave.
I'll tell you what I think I just find mad though. When you look at some of the the players that he'll be up against potentially, and like what they're going for, it just seems mad. Like when you look at Frankie de Jong, quoted 80 M's, Declan Rice 150 M's, 25 M's.
I think this £100 million price tag now gets thrown about too easily, and I think with any English player, when you say Declan Rice 150 M's, I think with any English player, I think automatically you have to divide their supposed value by like 3 to get their real value. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. I think Declan Rice is really good player.
Definitely, without a shadow of a doubt.
How do we get to 100 and something like?
I think I've said this before on the pod that in the olden days, when I think Ronaldo first signed for Real Madrid, when Bale signed for Real Madrid, when James Rodriguez signed for Real Madrid, part of the justification behind the price tag was the fact that these players have a massive commercial value. You understand? Ronaldo globally, James South Americally, Gareth Bale again another European global superstar. So when you sign these players, there's a much bigger commercial appeal. When you look at players as good as they are, like Declan Rice, I'm failing to see the commercial appeal to justify 150 million pounds.
Yeah, it's just I feel like the bubble's gonna burst because clubs are just going the other way.
We've seen a lot recently, a lot of free transfers. Like if you look at this season, Antonio Rudiger, big player, free transfer. Last season, David Alaba again to Real Madrid, big player, free transfer. Paul Pogba, big player, free transfer. Dybala, big player, free transfer. It's the way of it now.
Romelu Lukaku, big player. Oh no, not free transfer.
I actually wanted to talk about Lukaku today. No, that he's on. He's actually on my notes. Where is it? Right here. Lukaku is on my notes. I want to talk about him, but I don't even know what I want to say. Do you understand where I'm coming from? I literally
He's let us down.
I think he's let black people down.
Because Jess, we was doing the black thing, and we don't really do that.
We don't do that. We don't even go there. But he was one of us.
But we gave Romelu, we gave him our support. And how many goals has he given us this season? I feel like he's given us some stats that make it sound a bit less mad than it is. But no.
I'm going to find out right now. Bear with me a moment. I'm going to find out exactly how many goals Lukaku has given us. Oops. Jordan Lukaku or Romelu Lukaku? I'll go for Romelu Lukaku.
Probably not too much in it.
Okay. In all competitions, he's given us 15 goals. He gave us 8 in the Premier League, 2 in the Champions League, 3 in the FA Cup, and 2 at the Club World Cup. And that was over 44 appearances. So that's 1 in 3. Well, sorry, that's 1 in 2.75.
Yeah, man.
So it sounds good. He scored 8 in 26 Premier League games, which I'm pretty sure is 1 in 3. 8, 16, 24. So
8 in 16 is
in 26.
Oh, 8 in 26.
Yeah. Where are you? Oh, there you are. It's a bit techie. I really think, in the right environment, in the right ecosystem, he could thrive at that Chelsea squad. The problem is with Chelsea squad for me is they haven't got the Lautaro Martinez's, They haven't got the Hakimis. Who was a left back for Inter that season? I can't remember. But they haven't got all the other attributes to facilitate Lukaku doing what Lukaku needs to do.
Perisic.
Was it Perisic playing?
He come back from loan, remember?
Bayern.
Remember, he done the treble
and he came back and done the Scudetto. What a winner that Perisic guy is, man. He's just a man's man. He's just a guy that you can't hit Perisic. But anyway, back to Romelu, who wasn't even on our notes. These ones, but my personal ones. I think what he needs at Chelsea is continuity. And the team built around him. Where are you?
Hello? No, I'm here. I can hear you.
Okay, I can't see you though. Yeah, there you are. He needs continuity. He doesn't need Timo Werner there, and he also doesn't need Kai Havertz there. He also doesn't need I don't think he needs Mason Mount. Me personally, I don't think Lukaku performs well with a Mason Mount in the team. Maybe a Pulisic, but not a Mason Mount.
Do you know who he seems to link with? Ziyech.
Because they're both Italian. That doesn't make sense. That is what I said. Just doesn't make sense. But Ziyech gives me very much Italian vibes. What I mean by that is that he could play for AC Milan and
in my head, I knew that's exactly what you meant.
Yeah, exactly. They're both Italian type players. But I don't think the people at Chelsea, the personnel, really help him to do what he does.
But though, you know what though? He didn't really help himself, man. Like,
we're going back to the interview.
I didn't think it was the end of the world, but fast forward and it's played out the way it's played out. You can't ignore it.
No, we can't, unfortunately. The thing is, he could have had these bad performances and it would have been fine, but the interview just made things a lot worse.
Kind of made it seem like the interview allows man to put their finger on the problem.
Yeah, exactly. For example, if we go to Rashford, another one, we can say that all this stuff outside of football, let's just put the finger on that problem. Do you know what I mean? Whereas other players that are going through bad patches, they're just going through bad patches. There's no cause It's just an effect. But
Do you think Lukaku can come good at Chelsea?
I think he can, but I think he needs to swap out Mason Mount for like a Conor Gallagher. For him, not for Chelsea, for him. Do you understand what I'm saying? He needs to get rid of Timo Werner and Kai Havertz. These players are not good for what Lukaku needs. He needs an N'Golo
And when
Kante.
you're saying this, you're saying this what Lukaku
What
needs, not what
Lukaku
Chelsea
needs, not what Chelsea need. No.
Right.
So he needs like a midfield three of like Jorginho, Kante, and Kovacic for me. He needs Reece James and who's Chelsea's left back? Not because he doesn't need Alonso. What he does. He needs Chilwell. Exactly. He needs Chilwell. He needs Reece James. And Kante, Jorginho, Kovacic.
Who to play alongside him?
Oh no. He needs Gallagher instead of Jorginho.
What about Gallagher up top with him? Doing too much, innit?
Yeah. I heard somebody say that Gallagher only had a good start to the season and like a good third of the season, and the other 2/3 were quite bad.
Do you know what I think?
What's that?
I think Gallagher and Broha are young, exciting players. That's what I think.
These are facts.
And anything else is a step too far.
These are facts. Where do you want to go next, Coach? We've got a few other things to talk about. Since we're talking about Lukaku, do you want to talk about some strikers?
Well, I was going to say £100 million. I just want to quickly say, I want to get it on the record. Tchouameni, £100 million. That's not really sitting right for me. Like everybody seems to be, oh wow, Real Madrid have got this Galactico for 100 M's, and I'm looking at it and I'm thinking, yeah, I'm not so certain he's worth 100 M's. Like, I'm not even certain he's mad sick as well. That's the other. Cool, I might be, yeah, cool. Come back and get at me and get in the comments and say how mad I am, but.
Yeah. Well, one thing I don't do is when I hear about a player, I don't often go and watch their highlights. Okay. I've done it with Camavinga, but I've only seen him playing a little bit. I haven't done it with Tchouameni. The few times I have seen him play, he looks competent, but that's about it. Obviously, Madrid have a plan. I don't ever doubt the final boss, Florentino Perez. But I'm with you, Scorch. I don't see where you get £100 million from. I just think it's the thing. If you buy a player from Monaco, you have to pay big money because it's expensive.
When I was watching the other day, I was watching France and thinking, but if Pogba was playing, I reckon you lot win this game though. Or if Kante was winning, playing, I think you win this game. But £100 million Tchouameni's here. But all of a sudden, France can't win games.
Is he better than Camavinga? I mean, does he offer more than Camavinga?
Hell no.
More vibes on Instagram.
Hell no. How about hell no?
So what are we paying for?
I think Real Madrid need is a Galactico this window for PR purposes.
And that was Tchouameni.
Yeah, that's what I think. Because
why not Pogba?
Because he's not.
I've been saying it for the longest. If you switch out Toni Kroos for Paul Pogba, you get at the very least the exact same results.
Yeah. However, though, if you get it right, you might have a 10-year player. And they do kind of think like that. They do. They will keep. If you're doing your thing.
Do you know what I love about Real Madrid? Yeah, they operate on both ends of the spectrum. Yeah, they will keep you for a very long time, or get rid of you very, very quick and never see you again. They do that.
That's fine.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Like even Isco's been there for like 8 years.
Yeah, no. You're gonna like it's not like a like they've got no like I don't know how long Nacho's been there.
Nacho's only ever been there. He's
Or
not played for anyone else. You know, he's been there his whole career.
Lucas Vasquez.
Long time.
You know what I mean? These man
Yeah.
even Asensio's probably been in a squad about 4 years now, probably. Maybe more.
Asensio has been in the squad for, bear with me.
This connection's gone mental.
He came back from loan in 2016.
See?
Yeah.
It's a quick six.
Yeah, but I'm not sure what Madrid are getting with Tchouameni, but the proof is in the pudding. I personally can't really comment because I haven't seen much of him, unfortunately.
I've watched Monaco to have a butcher's what's going on there, partly because I dislike Fabregas.
I love him.
Probably the reasons you love him are part of the reasons why I dislike him. Like my dislike for Fabregas is a pagan thing on my part. That's the truth.
Naturally, because that one goal he scored against you guys where he ran from halfway line.
No. It's not because of one anything. It's multiple offences.
He's a persistent and prolific offender. PPO.
Even when he changed his club, bro. When he went to Chelsea, he brought it. Yeah. But
cool,
my point is, when I've tuned into Monaco, me personally, myself, I didn't pick up the phone and ring you and say, yo. But when I saw Camavinga, before the game was done.
Yeah. Eduardo does a lot, man. Yeah. Cool. Let us go back to strikers.
Striker.
Haaland and Nunes will make me improve. Harold Kane.
It's good soundbite. Do you know what I thought when I saw that? I thought, that, and also you know that you're not gonna go 15 games without doing anything.
Was it 15 games he did? Yeah,
bro. It was
the season.
Crazy.
And still got PFA Team of the Year ahead of Son.
Bizarre.
Do
you know? I wondered.
Go on.
Is that racism? Racism there?
I don't know what that is, man. I don't know what that is. He was clearly. I mean, who was your player of the season at Tottenham this year? Did you guys vote for one?
Heung-min Son.
So you're telling me that Heung-min Son won Tottenham Hotspur Player of the Year. However, Harry Kane was in the PFA Team of the Year, and Heung-min Son wasn't.
In theory, though, that is possible, though.
Because of different positions?
Yes.
But
because we know there's a person better than you in your position.
But we know that these teams are never like... Players don't always play where they're meant to play.
You know we got Mohamed Salah on the left, I'm sure I saw.
Something like that, yeah. So, they're not gospel. I think that's... I don't know who's in charge of these teams. Who does the teams? Is it Graham Souness?
I don't know. For me, Heung-min Son, wow, he's how could he not? He won the Golden Boot.
Yeah, crazy. Quickly, Manchester City signed Haaland for a reported £51 million.
Yeah.
Manchester City apparently sold Ferran Torres for £55 million. So, essentially...
January though.
Yeah. January is January, but money is also money. Okay? So, essentially...
Which is something Barcelona don't have.
They don't have money, and it seems that they also don't have any sense. But they're trying, because you can now get married in the new camp for as much as 13,000 euros. No, if starting from €300 up to 13,000 euros to pay off their billions in debt. The math ain't mathing. But did Man City sell Ferran Torres to buy Erling Braut Haaland? If so, is that the transfer move of all transfer moves?
Yes. No.
I think it's even worse because Barca was supposedly in for Haaland, and they spent the Haaland money on Ferran Torres at Man City, who then spent that money on Erling Haaland. Like, if dropping the ball was a club, then Barca win first place.
You want to know the joke as well? You know the second maddest transfer is
Ibrahimovic.
Ibra and Eto'o, in it.
And Eto'o, yeah.
They specialize in it.
They specialize in it. But I think that has got to do with Pep and just not wanting Eto'o in his team. I think. Was that Pep?
Yes, and replacing him with another person.
Anybody?
You know what's funny?
Mm?
If you look at it, he didn't want Eto'o. Okay, cool. He didn't want Zlatan. Okay, cool. He didn't want Alexis Sanchez. Okay, like
these are all players that were left and done okay. I mean, Sanchez done it right at Arsenal. Like, even though they were just a terrible club at the time and still are. Eto'o won the treble. And who's the other one? Zlatan. Since he left, the guy retired. Yeah, went to America, and then came back from the dead. Like,
and brought AC Milan with him. Wow.
And brought AC Milan with him. Yeah.
Quick question, random. Yeah. Is Mesut Ozil the best number 10 of our time?
What does Christian Eriksen play?
Same ends.
I like Eriksen a lot. I like Ozil a lot. I just remember Ozil at Real Madrid, and at the start of Arsenal, when Arsenal had Cazorla, Sanchez, and Ozil, he was shining a lot.
Bro, you see, for me, prime Mesut Ozil, the what's the hair when it's long hair but short? It's the long but short. It's not like long ponytail, but
yeah.
When he was rocking that joint, bro, when he had the bro, I'm a Tottenham fan, yeah. Listen, I didn't miss Arsenal games. When he, remember when he kicked the kick ups with the chewing gum in the warm up, bro. Man weren't moving like this in England, you know. He had the thing is, and he looked at the camera like this.
Yeah, there was a massive oversight of Ozil because he's a player you have to build your team around. Yeah, you sign the blackest and the fastest centre backs. Okay, because your job is just centre back. Your job isn't to play. No, your job is just defend, facilitate Ozil, facilitate Sanchez, and I just think that was a major oversight from Arsenal. They didn't do that. They had the slowest centre backs. They had per Mertesacker. Meaning that Ozil's shortcomings, his supposed lack of tracking back, were highlighted. So I'm trying to think of other number 10s who.
Bro, I'm telling you, I had to think about it. Yeah, I can't think of.
There are others. There are others.
That can chat to Mesut Ozil, bro.
In the number 10
I don't know anyone. Who?
Thomas Muller. That's it. Because it's unorthodox. But if we're looking strictly from a numbers perspective, Thomas Muller, because they both float around the same area.
It's not even a numbers perspective. It's a
effective perspective. That's what it is. Yeah. Thomas Muller is a player. You know, we always say the phrase, people don't watch football with their eyes. Okay, do not watch Muller with your eyes. Forget watching with your eyes. Just look at the results and his involvement and his influence. And his effectiveness.
He's wearing his kit, yeah. The most butters you've ever seen a footballer wear their kit.
He celebrates like this every time.
He's got one sock all the way down, yeah, and the other sock part way down, yeah.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
One side of the shirt is not quite tucked in, but it's shoved in his pants, yeah?
He's a mess.
I don't mean, like Benzema does it. Benzema shoves him, he tucks in one side. It's a swagger thing. I I know you do it all the time.
Mm-hmm.
No, Thomas Muller is half shoved in his pants where he fell on the
Accident.
floor.
Yeah. What
From
he's
a set
done,
piece.
yeah, he's tucked it all the way in before the game. He's in the tunnel waiting to come out. He's had to go and do a wee. He's gone and done a wee and not finished tucking it back in. That's exactly what's happened. We've all been there. It's happened to me. That is Thomas
Look,
Muller in a nutshell.
and
But
then he's
yeah,
walked out in front of 60,000 people, yeah, and he's not really concerned about that.
no,
Other man, you know Kimmich. He's doing
yeah,
this. He's acting like he don't care, but he's doing this. He's checking
yeah,
his thing. Thomas
yeah.
Muller.
But in all seriousness, yeah, talking about effective number 10s, yeah, Özil's up there. Thomas
Up
Muller's
there?
up there. No, Özil's like, yeah, I'm just trying to be unbiased. I'm an Arsenal fan and a Real Madrid lover as well. So I'm trying to be unbiased, okay? Sorry, it's got a message. I'm just trying to think. My mind's gone blank, but I'm sure if we were to
No, your
actually,
mind hasn't gone blank.
if we were to do an actual segment, yeah, on number 10s, yeah.
I'm telling you, I had this thought yesterday, yeah, and I started thinking, and I did what you are doing now. You think your mind's gone blank? Your mind hasn't gone blank. It doesn't exist.
Armchair Gaffers at home, please let us know of a number 10 who was better than Mesut Ozil
Prime.
in his prime. Them in their prime and Ozil in his prime. No one was close to Ozil in his prime.
That's what I'm saying.
Oh, is that what we're saying?
Prime Ozil. I'm
I'm just
saying
thinking
Real Madrid and
yeah,
Arsenal front end.
Di Maria,
Germany.
Ozil, Benzema, Ronaldo. The first incarnation.
Wait. Hold on.
Xabi Alonso. Was he
Wait,
there?
hold on. Wait, man. There's something you're forgetting, man. Di Maria before Drip.
Yeah.
Just
For Veres,
Buenos Aires. Just straight Buenos Aires. Them times there, like I think you see I don't think he used to get a proper trim them times, and he just used to get a wristband. The kit didn't fit the same. You see the way the kit fits now? It didn't fit like that them times there. I think he was getting the size too big still.
Yeah. see Di Maria, yeah? He's a blessing to football, we know that. He's just happy to be here. Yeah, man. I'm so happy that God gave us Di Maria. Thank you.
By the way, rumors are there's an offer on the table for Juve, but Barcelona are doing that thing that they do where they link themselves to players, and yeah, funny, like nothing's happened at Barca. Like you see, Frank Kessie, he's a free agent, isn't he?
No, hasn't he signed for Barca?
Has he though?
Well, he said he's leaving AC Milan, and I thought that the agreement with Barca was already in place.
But the transfer window is open.
But his contract expires on June the 30th.
No, but he can sign a pre-contract with a club that's...
That was from January. He could sign a pre-contract agreement with clubs outside of his native league.
Yeah. So...
Shit then. Barca are a mess, yeah? They're too lopsided, their team. They've got a lot of players who are just like... They're like Jutgla, for example, yeah? Your friend. And... Yeah, just a lot of names that are just there. I think when Javi came in, he just said, "Yeah, if you're from La Masia, I'm going to start you, and you will assimilate to this." And it just didn't happen.
Hey, Jutgla's name is mess, though. Tell the truth,
the most mess. But they've got currently they've got Aubameyang, they've got Depay, they've got Braithwaite, De Jong, Ansu Fati, Ferran Torres. Who else have they got in that forward role? Adama Traore is not staying apparently.
Yeah.
So they've got all these players. It's just lopsided for me. It just doesn't make sense for me. So they're just a massive mess.
it's weird though because they're linked. They were linked with Haaland.
Yeah, and they spent the Haaland money on Ferran Torres.
Ferran.
Yeah.
Linked with Lewandowski now. They apparently signed Kessie, but he's not signed.
Mm-hmm.
PK.
Apparently, Xavi has told PK that he's now no longer needed at the club because of his
services.
His services are now no longer needed because of his off-the-field lack of discipline. However, Barca still owe him. Now, it's either 40 or 80 million euros over the next 2 seasons in unpaid wages as part of his agreement to lower his wages.
Do you know, if PK has a shred of dignity, he will just leave. I think no one knows what the truth is about the rumors or whatever. But if PK loves Barcelona in the way it appears, the way he kind of positions himself in the media too, I think he should just leave. Simple as that.
Well,
terminate your contract and leave.
PK should have left Barcelona the day Scorcher when we saw him taking free kicks for them.
Wait, do you know what though? I've been saying though, I think PK like there was that one season he had a good season about. Was it about 2 seasons ago, Jess?
Can't remember.
He had a good season, like kind of out of the blue. But it's done. Like I've been trying to say to guys, it's Araujo's time.
Very much Araujo's time. Very much his time. I like Araujo as much as I like Eder Militao.
It's not much then.
What? I love Eder Militao. What are you talking about?
You like Eder Militao?
He's my guy.
All right, by the way, it's a bit weird the way he's improved so much now he's not next to Varane.
Barca, Real Madrid let Ramos go and Varane go as part of the Mbappe fund. You know that?
Yep.
Yeah, but Varane, we're seeing his true colours now.
What are they?
He's mad fast and he's got knock knees.
Did you call him mad fast?
Well, he was mad fast at one stage.
Are you putting him in a mad fast bracket?
But when he came in the game, he was mad fast.
Yeah, but he wasn't being mad fast though.
At United, he wasn't being mad fast. At United, he was being a liability. Let's wrap this up. We've got about 20 odd minutes to go. Let's move on to quickly touch on Vincent Kompany to Burnley. It's recently been announced that Vincent Kompany will take over as the manager of recently relegated Burnley in the Championship. What do you think about this, coach?
I think Burnley are trying a thing, and trying a thing sometimes works, but United is usually in this difficult game of football, 90% of the time it don't work.
I don't think this is the right time for him to come in here. The Championship is a very, very treacherous league to try and make your name. I know he's done a bit in the Belgian, was it Jupiter League, whatever they call it? I can't remember.
Yeah, I saw a team talk and I just thought, yeah, man.
Yeah, no, I'm not with this. He actually went to Anderlecht initially as a player manager. Do you recall?
Yeah, it didn't go
that
so
didn't
well.
work. Yeah, that didn't work. Burnley, it's a no for me.
Yeah, I'm not. I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. But what I'm not is thinking this is a great idea. This is going to work. I'm not saying it won't work, but I'm not thinking this is a great idea. It's going to work.
Yeah. Yeah, I have to agree with that one, Scorch.
Probably as well. I actually thought Ben Mee and the coaching staff were doing a good job. Proper good job.
Yeah, talking about Ben Mee and James Tarkowski, do they stay? Do they go?
If I'm Ben Mee, maybe not. If I'm Ben Mee, but then again, do you know what? I'll be honest with you. Ben Mee's a Premier League player. So with that said, yeah, maybe
And
he should
Tarkowski's
be.
the England international.
Tarkowski definitely is a Premier League player. Let's be serious. I think Tarkowski could be. He's in an unusual position where he's probably, I think, a bit. He's probably like he's too far. He's too far gone to being a champ here, and I think he's on a free, isn't he?
I'm not too sure. Possibly.
He's too far gone to being a champ. However, he's above a lot of certain men, so I could see him kind of ending up in a place kind of above where he is. So, like, I think like his level is where Newcastle maybe were this season.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but not where Newcastle are going.
Okay. Yeah.
But in this middle ground, he could end. You know what I mean? Like he could end up at Newcastle next to Koulibaly for a bit.
Good point. Good point. Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And I don't really think, I don't think anybody that would look at Koulibaly would be looking at Tarkowski. But I see like a unique situation like that happening for him. I could see him at like Everton. No?
I think the days of me saying I could see a player at Everton are done just because of how they performed this season. For me, very underwhelming and very Frank-ish. Richarlison could be going. I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan. Used to be.
I'm not a fan. He just the guy. He just runs around. Just runs around, and they think because he's Brazilian, and he's got a first name as his second name.
Yep.
It's lit. It's not lit.
Yeah, no, I'm not a fan. Not a fan.
I swear he's moved for 50 M's. He moved for 50 M or 40 M.
Something like that. Yeah, a lot of money to Everton.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And now he wants to move for a lot of money again. Why?
Because
you can't just keep moving for a lot of money for potential.
Because he's got a last name as a first name, so he deserves it.
And he's Brazilian.
Barely. I personally don't take him to the World Cup.
I'll probably take him live wire off the bench.
So's Martinelli a live wire off the bench.
Yeah.
They give you very similar things.
Yeah, to be fair. Yeah. Can I just say one Brazilian player that everybody should be on the lookout for?
Anthony.
Nope. But yeah.
Marquinhos? Oh, Lucas.
Lucas,
yeah.
Because everybody was talking about Bruno Guimaraes, and I'll be honest with you, last season I was preying Paqueta.
I heard about Guimaraes. I didn't see him play till he came to Newcastle, and they didn't play him for a while when he first came. But when he started playing, oh my lord!
Now he's sick. But I'll be honest with you, I would tune into Leon because I used to want to find out about Alwa, and I stumbled across some guy. When I first saw Paqueta, he was playing DM wearing number 10. I thought
classic.
And playing like the streets won't forget him. He was playing like he said, the streets won't forget compilation scout.
Yeah.
He said,
"Oh, you're gonna remember this." I love it. Listen, we need to wrap up here. Before we do, one last topic.
Mm-hmm.
What is everyone's problem with GS?
What do they want?
I'm not a fan. I saw this week.
I know you're not a fan, but
people likening him to Deschamps in the fact that Didier Deschamps at France and Gareth Southgate at England both seem to be holding their respective national teams back from their full potential. I'm mon avis, in my opinion.
I think that's so harsh. Like when you put in perspective, he's taken a team notorious for not being able to get over the hump, and not being able to turn performances into results, into the exact opposite. Yeah, England ain't fun. I'd say sometimes England are fun, but England have become less fun. Seem to have he seems to have a clear idea of what he's doing, and I don't know, man. He's delivering results. Like when you look, there's a clear trajectory. He came in. Things were a totally different way. Did he take over from Big Sam or Roy?
Yeah.
No, Roy. Was it Sam?
No, from Sam. Sam lasted one day, one game, and he came in.
Right. So he came in, and he's just steadily gone that way. He went to a semi.
Fire.
A semi, and then you went to a final.
Fire for that. So, man, don't talk about semi.
But yeah, like I don't know, man. He's trending clearly in one direction.
Up until recently, these recent Nations League results have got people questioning his credentials.
Yeah, I just think do you know what dawned on me the other day? Yeah, being England manager. Yeah, you see, just you're an Arsenal fan. Yeah,
Arsenal.
So obviously, there's been times when things are not going particularly well, and the fan base can get toxic, right?
Yes, very much so.
All right, cool. You look at a club like Chelsea, yeah. Say the gaffer is doing some shit that man don't really feel. They want him out. It gets toxic, right? Man U, the fan base, toxic, right? Liverpool, the fan base are toxic in a different way. Like anything that Liverpool are doing, the fan base believe is, God's work. Yeah, cool. Imagine you get all these different fans and all their own little toxicities and you take all of that, and he has to deal with all of that. Like, I don't just mean in the Prem, then go down a level, then the champ, the 20 teams in the champ, or 22, then go down a level, League One, then every single club, every single supporter, in theory, not everyone obviously, but every single club, he has to fucking hear and deal with all of the toxicness and remember, each club have got their own little thing. Like Tottenham probably got inferiority complex. Arsenal got
loser mentality.
Pardon?
Loser mentality.
Yeah, Man U think it's their right to things. You get me? City don't have nothing, just money. You get me? So with all of that said, yeah, I think, yeah, man, he's got an impossible job. Because I think if you go to a semi when nobody expected something, if you go to the round after the quarterfinal, yeah, when nobody expected anything, if you then get to the final of a major competition and lose on penalties, I'm not really sure. Like even if you weren't a big fan of him, at the very least, he's earned your support, I think.
Yeah. But I think now everything you said is correct in terms of trajectory, but I feel like now people lost confidence because they don't see us kicking on the way we should. They went to the round after the quarterfinals, and then they went to the finals. And then since then, especially recently against Hungary and Italy and Germany, these last 3 games, they've looked very flat and very dull. Now, I know Southgate is treating this as an audition to be in the World Cup. And I know players are fatigued. However, the fatigue thing and the audition thing, these are phenomena that are not exclusive to England. Okay? Most teams that they're playing are in the exact same position. Players are fatigued and players are trying to make the World Cup squad. So you're not the only team that's dealing with this. And I just think when the fans look at where England are, where they were and where they're going, it seems like now they're kind of doing this, yeah, and
Like,
everyone else, like your Argentinas and your exactly your Argentinas and your Brazils are doing this. So I think that's what the problem is.
I'm so happy you said Argentina and Brazil, by the way, because I think both them two teams have got in with a massive shout to win a World Cup. Brazil are in with us. Do you remember when I shouted you, Jess?
I can't forget
That one day it lit me. I was like, this Brazil looks like Brazil. Like
exactly. It's so crazy. Brazil are going to leave some big names at home, and I love it.
Bro, that's Brazil.
Yeah, you judge a country not on who they take to tournaments, but who gets left at home. Remember, France left a whole star-studded 11 at home when they won the World Cup. Well, every year, every tournament, every game,
every tournament,
everything. Yeah, so that's how you judge a country. You look at
Question:
England.
Is Eric Dyer going to the World Cup?
He wasn't. He
But
still
he is now, isn't it?
He still isn't. Is he in the recent squads?
No.
Yeah. If you're not in any of these recent squads, I doubt you're going.
I think he has to go.
I think he's being usurped in the England team by Declan Rice. Eric Dyer is the centre back that could fill in at centre mid. Eric Dyer, sorry, yeah. And Decky Rice is the centre mid who came through as a centre back. So I think. So are you still there or are you frozen?
No, I'm listening.
Oh shit! I thought it was frozen. Jesus. Yes, I don't.
It was funny when you said it. Yeah, I actually looked at myself. I thought, oh yeah, I do.
Yeah, I don't think. No, I mean, if you look at his performances this year for Tottenham, 100%. But I don't think there's space for that kind of player in the team right now. I think Southgate will probably think that other players can fulfill that utility role a bit better than he can. Kyle Walker, for example, is the utility player that England take.
Do you know whose head I think is on the block?
Marcus Rashford.
Cody.
You think so? That's his guy.
I know, but I this is what I've been starting to think. England are starting to look Englandish.
Elaborate, please.
These more recent England performances and just the energy around England is all just starting to feel like every other England manager at the end of their cycle. Some even at the start of their cycle. This is starting to feel like Sven, or I'm backing Sven, by the way.
Yeah.
Sven or Hodgson, or it's just feeling like that same, like people are bored, they want something different. And he's maybe, I don't know if he's questioning himself, but he's treading carefully, is what I'd say. And the thing is, as well, is I think that's what got him. I think that's what got him so much support and belief, was that he wasn't. He was. Southgate was like a surprising breath of fresh air, like somebody that we probably thought would be some mundane, boring manager. He was the opposite. He put on a waistcoat, started playing black kids, was talking about inclusion, like he was just doing different shit, taking players that he wanted to take, not listening to the public, not giving a fuck that anybody wants him to take Grealish or play Grealish. Don't care. I want to play Sterling. I'm playing Sterling. Like, I don't care about what anybody thinks. And now it seems like he's losing a bit of that. I'm seeing Grealish, Cody, Bowen. I like Bowen, and I think Bowen perhaps
James Justin.
Like, I don't know. Like,
yeah.
I don't know that James Justin needs to play for Leicester.
Tomori and Chris Smalling.
Must fly.
No, not either or. The two of them. I need an answer. Tomori and Chris Smalling.
No, they must fly.
I don't think you listened to me, Scorcher. Tomori and Chris Smalling.
Yes.
I'm just saying.
Yes. Smalling,
The thing is, though, what he's a mainstay in a big European club, bigger than Burnley.
I disagree. I don't see Roma as a big European club. I'm sorry.
Are they bigger than Burnley?
Fuck's sake.
Bro, they're bigger than Burnley. They're bigger than Wolves.
No, don't say that.
Wolverhampton Wanderers. Exactly. Yeah. And call them big or not in Europe, they've won a major European trophy within the last 4 weeks.
I'm trying to think back to the season. There was a season that Burnley were in Europe once, and it nearly got them relegated. So
yeah, it nearly collapsed their whole ship.
Yeah.
And then what's crazy is that they couldn't recover from that. So the following season, they actually did get relegated.
Got relegated. Yeah.
Exactly.
No, I'll take that back. I'll take that back. Yeah. We can't really do. Yeah, no. Tomori, listen to me. If Tomori is so bad, it's not even Tomori has to go. Tomori has to play.
No, but this is the issue we have, Scorch, is that I don't believe Fikayo Tomori can play with Jacob Maguire.
No. Donald Maguire shouldn't be. He shouldn't be.
But he's Gareth's boy.
He shouldn't be allowed the opportunity to fuck things up.
But it's Gareth's boy, United captain or whatever.
But Sancho's not there though.
I don't know. Let's end it on that note, because this is a whole nother subject for a whole nother day. I've enjoyed this little at home pod. Definitely a lot still going on, even in the off season. It's called the off season now as well because we're Americanized.
I wouldn't mind speaking one day about international teams.
We can do it end of the week.
Yeah, there's some shit going down.
There's a lot of shit going down. I think England are playing tonight. Are they playing tonight? Okay.
Yeah.
So end of the week, we'll talk about some international teams.
Anyway, for more more flamboyant for more flamboyancy, you know.
Yeah. Hey, today I watched the music video for Lean Back Fat Joe. You know, there was like a lot of people in that video. There was like DJ Khaled, there was Erica Mena, there was Kevin Hart, Little John.
You know he found himself in some trouble because of that record, you know.
Who?
Fat Joe. I know. Yeah, I know. However, listen to the situation he found himself in. He was at a concert, I think, yeah. Fat Joe walking through that. And he bumps into someone.
Obviously, he's big. He's not bumping into most people.
Yeah. But he's bumped into Roy Jones, who said, "Oh, come in here. Come in here. No, come in here and chat to me." And because even Roy Jones was forced to lean back. Yeah, so Roy had to page him quickly, and Fat Joe said, "Yeah, you get me." He had to slick talk his way out, like without saying anything too much, but he slick talked his way out because he was thinking, you know what? It is Roy, and y'all must have forgot.
Yeah, lovely. A bit of
Triv.
A bit. You know we love some Triv. Lovely. We are going to call it a day. Please, as usual, guys, like our stuff if you like it. If you don't like it, please leave some positive feedback on how we can improve. To stay up to date, subscribe to Armchair Gaffers and follow us across all social media: Instagram, Twitter, Spotify, and Postify, Spiff TV, MySpace, OnlyFans,
And Scarcity.
and Scarcity Studios. I've been Content with Jess. That's been Big Scorch, and we've been Armchair Gaffers, and we'll see you soon.
Okay.
You got a pose. There we go. Lovely. Peace out, guys.